Here we are, another Friday Night Live. What is it? April 12th, 2024. And away we go. We're into April showers, lots of water, lots of rain. Oh, yesterday there was a lot of water came down. It's just like, wow. You're driving. When you're driving in the rain, everybody's in a whole different state. So it is what it is. Just enjoy the April showers to bring the May flowers, It's what it's all about. The rebirth, springtime, beautiful time as we start watching everything sprout and bloom. It's a joyous time. Great time for what? Spring cleaning, season change. That's why we, every season change, we like to allow the body to reset because there's many different energetic changes happening for every season change. And fasting is the best way I found to allow the body to adapt and bring forth and accept the new changes. Yeah, just go into our peaceful state, and away we go. Anybody out there? It's hard to see with this thing. That's strange, but hey, it is what it is. Let's have a quick look here. The messages start to see sometimes Facebook just doesn't work. It's the same story over and over, but it is what it is. So, looks okay. Everything looks okay. How's everybody doing? In the what we call the Northern Hemisphere, we have the spring season upon us. In the Southern, they have what we call autumn or fall. And resetting through our season change fasts is a beautiful way to enter the new time, the new phase, the new energies. Lots going on around the world. Very sad times. People are continuously dropping dead everywhere, all around us. And most people are in denial from, what has happened in the last few years with what people were forced to do. They're in denial. They don't want to believe there's a connection to that. And what I'm seeing, just my observation, my opinion, we all have one. And I believe that if somebody's had taken those forced procedures and they're getting some crazy symptoms, feelings, imbalances, sickness, disease, whatever you want to call it, and or just dropping dead. I would say it's 99% contributing factor from that procedure. It's so obvious now that how can anybody deny it? We've never seen this before, right? Trying to get the message through that something can be done. You can clean out that garbage so you can avoid the unforeseen future from the effects of it. And people don't believe it's going to affect them. They believe they're invincible. And next thing you know, crazy. Is anybody finding that? You go into any place where they're doing therapies for the heart, the old ticker, and I had somebody tell me that before a lockdown, because they go regularly, there was no young people. Now, full of young people, all ages. What could possibly be different? The weather, it's the weather, right? Global warming's affecting us all. It's sad times, and it's exactly as was predicted as this was being rolled out. And here we are in the year 2024. 3, 4 years. What is that? When did it start? 2019, was it? Time flies by so fast. I think it was 2019, the fall of 2019 when the pandemic started. And then the lockdown came into 2020, I believe it was, and then they rolled out the garbage and so on and so forth. And yeah, it's interesting. We have a wonderful system that people may choose and clean themselves out, but as we know, emotion is seed, volition and emotion is seed of all creation. Everything you see comes through volition and emotion, right? You know, that pen comes from that. Piece of paper comes from that. Computer comes from that. Our physicality comes from that. Everything you see, touch, and feel comes from that. It was all a thought and idea. Through the volition and emotion, it becomes a material thing, a matter state um, thing or being or whatever. And all our imbalances, there's no difference, right? If you look at Louise Hay's You Can Heal Your Life, you know, the list of all the emotions. We've been through this before, and this is so important, right? Attack, squeezing all the joy out of the heart in favor of money or position, etc. And then the positive statement, you know, I bring back joy, the center of my heart. I express love to all. You have different things with the heart. You got problems, attack, hemorrhoids. It's all related to that. Vascular system, hepatitis, hernia, herpes. These all have emotional roots, right? Everything stems through our lifestyle, our relationships, everything. It's very interesting. Very interesting. But how do we deal with that? Well, first we want to come to acknowledgement that there's a correlation between the two. And then we make the choice to learn how to deal with these things. You know, writing them down, piece of paper, all your challenges, problems, and get a match or lighter. Burn it outside, send it back to the earth for recycling. Don't need any caca. We get the obstructions. Let them flow out. Don't hold on to them. The more we hold on to, the more we see the effects of what imbalances it will bring to us. And these imbalances have roots, obstructions, and emotions. So when we talk about the art of subtraction, we're allowing these obstructions to be shaken up and loosened up and find their way out, to be purged. Simplicity of the system. We want simplicity to allow the purging to take place. And as we purge, the revelations come to us and we can deal with it, or we can try and hold on. You know, we don't want to let them go. That happens. That happens a lot. We like to hold on to things. That's why constipation is the probably biggest challenge of modern mankind. Holding on. And all ailments come from constipation, you know, obstructions. That's why we have obstructions. We're constipated in the physical, mental, emotional bodies. There's blockages. Energy can't flow. Come to the point of block. We need to open up. those blockages, allow the flow. The energy needs to have a continual flow. And physicality, we want to purge. We want that to purge out. But energetically, the limitless forms of energy, we want them to flow through us and out of us, right? Coming in and out, in and out, in and out. We don't want to accumulate anything in this realm. It's because it's so easy to accumulate things. This realm is the realm of accumulation. And the more we accumulate, the more we obstruct. And the more we obstruct, the more imbalances we have and more challenges we're going to have. So why hold on to things? We have to ask ourselves. We all do it. There's no question, we all do it. So why do we do it? There's many reasons, right? We have our ancestral emotions that we carry from our both grandparents' sides, great-grandparents, great-great-grandparents, great-great-great-grandparents, and so on, until the beginning of time, so-called time. We have all that we are carrying. And which ones are heavier? Who really knows? Is it the ones closest to us, like our parents, parents, grandparents, great-grandparents, or the heavier ones, the ones way down? It could depend, right? Because living in this time, having this experience, by us purging and helping bring balance to ourselves, I believe we help bring balance to the ancestral lineages, because we cannot be separate. It's an impossibility. That's where we come from. How can we be separate? We come from that. We come from the earth. We come from the lifeblood. So we want to acknowledge the simplicity by allowing the purging. We can restore balance very easily. How do we know? We've seen it thousands and thousands of times. And what happens when people re-obstruct themselves, redo it all over? We all bring back imbalance to our life. Very simple. Anybody out there, good time to ask your questions. As always, that's why we're here. Wednesday was a busy day with Eid, seeing different family and so on and so forth. Celebration for all Muslims. So, if people would just allow and respect everybody to believe whatever they liked, it would be a much better place, this planet. But some people believe they're superior and their beliefs are better. And we end up with all kinds of garbage. But, the only thing that, as long as it's all in line with morals and justice and laws of the universe and nature. Do as you please. Don't interfere with anybody else. As soon as we interfere, there's a problem. And these interferences, we can also call them obstructions, because it brings imbalance. Resistance, fighting, these are imbalances. Who wants to fight? Most people want to be happy, party, relax, be in peace. Most people don't want to fight. What brings people to want to fight? Well, number one, propaganda to bring friction between people, create, you know, create friction. Problem, reaction, solution is the name of the game. They've been doing it for thousands of years. And we've seen it clearly in action, especially the last few years. And it's always been there for the last thousands of years, but the last few years have been very clear. For those who have eyes to see, ears to hear, a heart to feel. We can't deny what was going on, what is going on. We were talking earlier, so many people getting injured and dropping dead. It's very sad. And you talk to people, did they take the procedures? And oh, it has nothing to do with that. Right away, they just deny it has anything to do with that. Meanwhile, the undertakers take care of their bodies are still pulling out all these things out of the vascular system. Never seen these before a lockdown. Why is it affecting everybody differently? Athletes still dropping dead. Everybody has infinite variables that we cannot measure. Why it happens this way? To some people quicker and others takes longer. We don't know. And we can only guesstimate. Hello, Marco. Like athletes who are continuously raising their heart rates and blood flow. Maybe there's more resistance, more friction has happening. And is it happening faster in them? Maybe. Some people who are not athletes dropping. But we don't know the reasons. All we know is it's happening. It's continuously happening right in front of our eyes. And there's things we can do about it. And we are here to help. We have the formula to the rescue. We keep saying, to the rescue. We can only suggest to be on a clean, minimal diet, regular fasting, take the absolute minimum, start formation 4 with the to the rescue formula. If you're doing the higher levels, you need to be in either Super 6, Divine 9, or Last Supper 12, depending what level you choose to live in love. And just continuously Make sure that you're giving the body ample time to purge, since we want these obstructions out of there. I would also add, we don't talk about it much, but people can add CDS. You can, if you don't know what that is, we're not going to talk about it much, but you can look up information about that. Chlorine dioxide for water purification. It's just an oxidizer. Ozone, we talked about ozone. I've been using ozone for about 20 years or so. Another oxidizer. Make it happen. Make it happen. Everybody's quiet tonight. We there's anybody in landmass known as Canada, make the calls to your MPs, MPPs, or whatever to get that garbage new legislation they want to bring in to restrict natural health products. You want to make your voice heard as many times as possible, or we will not have access to our highly elevated friends like we had in the past. We will have to go out and forge our own. So, how are we going to forge in the winter? We're limited, right, to what we can get with the harsh winters. This past winter, we were blessed to have one of the mildest winters we've ever had. Very interesting. One of the mildest winters we ever had. And I remember we had another year many years ago. It was a mild winter, but this one, I think broke records. And it's a welcome to take a break from a harsh winter. Yet the time just flies, like winter's gone, comes and goes. Spring, we'll be in May, June, and then summer, and summer's gone, back to autumn, and it's just like, wow, where does the time go? It's incredible. Just incredible. So, folks, if you haven't stocked up on your formulas, This may be our last chance. Maybe our last chance. Just imagine God's herbs, no access. Wow. What a world. What a world. Fiction world ruling we the people. Know who you are? The living flesh and blood. Oh, who you are. We fall into that fiction world trap. They take over. So, nobody have any questions? We will call it a close. There's questions, I don't see them. For whatever reason, this happens sometimes. Let me just double check in the everybody's quiet today. Okay. We will see you back on Facebook, back on the page. We'll see you back on Wednesday, Facebook Live. I think Wednesday's okay this week. And all we can suggest is to live it, love it, embrace the lifestyle, jump for joy when the healing reactions come, and use the tools to help support purging out these obstructions that are not wanted, needed, or the body can use, or the mind or the emotions. Just let them go. Send it back to Mother Earth. She will recycle everything for us. Ciao for now. And let's give a big plaff to all the people around the world who really, really need it right now. Ciao.